Hello everyone, welcome to iSquare's Leather webinar series. Today we are going to talk about art of optimization, management of waste and cost. Already we have seen chemical inventory and process optimization. Mr. Ayyappan also talked on this. And today we are going to look into production operation control and waste optimization. Waste. First, what is waste? Unutilized resources termed as waste. And resources we are using in tannery are raw material, process material like chemicals, water, electricity, wood, diesel, gas and packing material, and much more. Machines, byproducts like hair, flesh, recovered chrome, splits, shavings. Trims in various stages like semi-finished leather, wet blue, EA or wet white, dyed crust, finished leather, and rejections. Finished leather, human, and time are also resources. So today we are going to talk on trims. We are going to talk on savings of these trims or rejections. Where does money lie in waste? First, let us see how to utilize resource so that it is not a waste. 5R system we call. First we should reduce, then we can if we cannot reduce, then we can reuse. Next is recycle, next is recover, and finally refuse. How the money is saved, you can see like this. If we reduce, that is minimize the input, obviously we are going to save more. And if we are going to reuse, we are going to use some energy to collect it and reuse it. So there the utilization is little lesser. So it goes like that with recycle, recover, and refuse. So reduce is the best way. So let us apply PDCA, that is plan, do, check, and act. Plan, do, check, and act. How it improves the system or time over time. So this plan, do, check, act, when it revolves around, it moves up the ladder with so it improves with system and time. So to move it, we need to do checks then and there. So that means this circle will not come down, it will keep on moving up. So let us get into our subject, that is art of optimization. First one is planning. Plan production and shipment based on priority of pending orders and production capacity. When we plan this priority of production order and production capacity, then that gives rise to what are all the external job we have to give, that is send own material for job work to other facilities, or we can undertake to utilize our facilities surplus capacity, and the quantity and quality of raw material to be procured or to be issued, and quantity of chemical to be procured. And now let us get into targeting. Prepare a target statement for cumulative profit and loss for every month on daily basis. That is daily profit and loss. The inputs required are selling price of article, targeted purchase price of wet blue, targeted production cost. This can be bifurcated based on the sections. Chemical cost, machinery cost, which includes the overheads also, and the job work cost, or all these three components get into the production cost. And shipment cost, finally the shrinkage of article. Shrinkage of article is another critical part we need to focus on. Target versus actual, we need to do a deviation analysis. This is the check stage. So here we are going to analyze what is the shipment targeted and what is the actual, what is the deviation, corresponding issues of the shipment, shrinkage, percentage based on the input area, sales value, raw material cost, production cost, shipment cost, and margin. that is percentage on turnover. When we do this analysis, we get to know certain controls, or in the analysis we will come to know certain improvement points. Based on that, we can develop how to implement the control, develop ownership culture among everyone involved in the project, and making control factors as employee key performance indicator. That is based on the control improvement, that particular individual or employee will be assessed for his employee performance. And control on raw material cost, the internal controls are: choose optimal origin and selection of raw material for that particular article. Assign responsibility of issue to the, this is given to the assorter. Her responsibility is: no rejection should rise due to selection in the final assortment, and average issue value should be within target. External control on raw material is vendor analysis. How do we do that? Ratio of realized value to the purchase value to be higher. It has to be better always. This we everyone know this. Assortment based on article for which it is issued. No rejection due to abnormal quality of few skins, like dead animal skins in a perfect lot. So processing, why we talk about this dead animal skins? If they mix some dead animal skins in a bigger lot, that dead animal is going to give flaccid or loose leathers. Processing can be tuned to dead animal skins if the entire lot is so. This only the supplier can tell whether this is dead animal or not. So it is fully based on trades. So this can be a clear measure on vendor's truthfulness to tannery. External vendor rating. The next one is the vendor rating. How do we rate a vendor? We can rate the vendor on various factors from 1 to 10 scale. The factors like value for money. What is the value for money I am getting from this particular supplier? And what is the lead time he is able to supply the material to me? And what is the flexibility we have? Both of us have. And article match. How much his supplies match my article, like thickness, selection, tannage, as per my final article. If I am going to do 1.4 mm and I am trying to search it in Indian, then it is difficult. So article match is also very essential part in this.
It's 9 o'clock.
Multiply this rating to get significance and categorize the supplier based on significance. Control on production cost. Analyze deviation in cost of chemical, machinery, job work against the standard, and rejections due to chemical patches and machinery damage. All these are related to the production cost. Control on shrinkage or shortage. Measure shrinkage and assign responsibility. That is area loss due to drum process. More tightening, higher the area loss. Machine damage machine damage normally happens in splitting, shaving, drum setting, buffing, plating, these kind of operations. And trimming after splitting, shaving, setting, and crust. And trimming in final assortment. We will discuss more of this in case study. And finally, the buyer analysis. Rate buyer for below factors in 1 to 10 scale. That is payment terms, contribution, how much contribution this buyer is giving me, and what is the volume per season he is giving, and what is the volume for every order or every article or color, because this is going to decide our drum capacity, or drum size of a batch size of an article, and what is the flexibility we have, and multiply these to arrive at a significance. Categorize buyer based on significance. Now let us get into case study. Before getting into case study, let us understand what is shrinkage and shortage. Shortage is loss of area due to damages or trimming due to various reasons. Shrinkage is loss of area due to tightening of leather. Tighter leather tends to have shrunk area than soft and pliable leather. This we all know. And more shrinkage on mill leathers as some surface area is utilized for the pebble formation. Okay, then controlling on shortage. So let us see here. Here, this the after shaving, this is the damaged place and this is the damaged area. So this we need to trim it off. And normally people will not trim like this. They trim like this, easy to cut. So here we are going to lose minimum of 0.25 to zero point 0.3 square feet per leg. So almost let us say minimum of two corners are getting damaged and we get around 0.5 to 1 square feet getting trimmed out and 3 to 5, which is 3 to 5%. And we have done a study at every stage. That is a weight trims at every stage and weight machine damages at every stage and plot it in the chart. If the we have done for a particular article of same thickness, that is 1.3 mm, with the heights and sides and with over time we were able to take this. This is the Weblu weight. This is the trimmed weight, Weblu trimmed weight after shaving. So almost here we are finding a loss of 20% or 12 up to 16 to 20%, 11 to 20% for heights, and for sides it is 9 to 12%. Ultimately, we reduce this to 3 to 5%. Whereas what we have seen in the previous slide was that the area maximum area that could be lost is 3 to 5%, but because of the uncontrolled trimming we used to lose 20%, so this is reduced to 3 to 5%. Convert that into equivalent area and calculate how much we are losing. And see, this is another case of trimming a crust. We are normally we are trimming this to avoid further machinery damage. So we are getting this. How to achieve this? Normally we do the conventional way is do the hand trimming. What can be a innovative way of doing this? Actually, for goat, people used to use scissor trimming. I heard that Tata was doing this long back through my friends. And machine trimming is another innovative way which reduces the trim loss. And the much better way is hand iron, that is regular or steam iron. Where after Molisa, if we do that, if we open out the creases, then the trimming don't need to be done. That is, trimming can be avoided like this. This is done in leather textiles. Why not in leather? And what is the shrinkage? Now let us get into shrinkage. Shrinkage is final area minus issue area minus shortage that we have measured through weighing the trims or waste, whatever generated in between. So now create article based benchmark for shrinkage and shortage. That is now we know what is the shrinkage, what is the shortage for a particular article. Let us create one benchmark, and against this benchmark we should start to work. For deviations in every operation, do root cause analysis. What we can do to improve? What is the reason? Do a work study and do a root cause analysis to arrive at the proper solution. And what are all the achievements we made? We have taken up 5 months project, and yeah, the growth was 11% from the base when and where we started. The key achievement areas were reduction in rejection. This is very much appreciated, and appropriate raw material issue. By giving appropriate raw material, the final rejections were reduced, which is the major cost involved. And reduction in wastages, that is trim and damages. So we are getting a area gain, and reduction in shrinkage. Once again, this is area gain. This with the support of the technical people, they were able to reduce the shrinkage to optimize the shrinkage. Now we cannot say reduce, it is they optimized the shrinkage level with the appropriate chemicals. and marginal reduction in chemical and machinery cost. We did not focus on this area as such. So finally, when we come into the area loss, we have one particular article. This is a milled article we have taken for a month's period, and it has come down from 28.7. It has reduced slowly to 8.5%. Thank you for your time. And you can visit isquare.org.in/ISLW21. 21 is our webinar series number, this number. So there you can view this presentation and proceedings of this discussions. Thank you.